Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's going on? My name is Rex, and this is your Daily Chat Season 2, Episode 62 for March the 28th, 2017. And the year just keeps rolling on. Now, for some of you, not all of you, but this day is important. This day does mark a day that many of us are going to care about based on the average rating system, about 3.x million of us. But it kicks off WrestleMania week. Yes, I know some of you just don't care at all. But to me, it actually matters because I love wrestling. Yeah, woo, wrestling. No, I'm super excited. WrestleMania weekend, of course, is always like a big weekend, just like Super Bowl weekend, just like FIFA weekend, whatever. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So that's coming up. That's new. I'm not going to really talk about it more than that, but yeah, woo. Ugh, acid reflux, man. Not fun. But yes, how you guys been? Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. My weekend was less than optimal. It got to the point I was awake for 36 hours, and by the time I fell asleep at 6:47 p.m. on Sunday, I had what felt like an irregular heartbeat. If you've ever had one of those, they are not fun, and you cannot wait to go to bed at that point. But yeah, what happened was we're coming up to the end of the school term. My school term ends on April 12th, and it ends on April 12th, and we just had a bunch of assignments due. We have tons and tons and tons of assignments, like this never-ending revolving parade of stress and annoyance. But yeah, so we have to do a whole bunch of work, and we had a programming assignment due on Sunday. And like any sane, rational person, I figured it was due at midnight. Call me crazy, it seemed like a reasonable way to think. But no, I get a message at 2 o'clock in the morning that it's not due at midnight, it is due at noon on Sunday. So at 3 o'clock, I had to get up and continue computer coding, which, yeah, that was probably my first taste of the soul-crushingness that is that part of the profession. It was not fun. I did not enjoy it. And I did go to sleep at around 6 a.m., got up at 8 a.m. My good friend, Brian, he got on to Discord with me, helped me figure it all out. The big thanks to that guy. And yeah, we got it handed in on time, as we always do. But boy, never make something due as a school assignment on like an odd time like noon. Midnight. 11:59 p.m. or 12:01 a.m. whatever. That's the cutoff. That is the cutoff. At 12:01 it's officially late. At 11:59 you're still on time. That's how you should be doing it. So that was a gigantic annoyance to me. And I don't know how many of you guys still know about this, but I was talking about I had a big project due for a business plan development class. And it's pretty much your entire grade comes from this one set of assignments. They're broken into two parts, but each, like, the first part's worth 41%, second one is worth 35%. So you get a lot, like, it's worth a lot of your grade. I have one guy who actually turned out to be really cool, really chill. He's good at getting his work done. And then the one girl is just a potato. Like, such a massive potato and waste of space. I'm astonished that somebody could be that useless. So we have this big assignment due next Wednesday. It's 25 pages, and we are no closer to getting it done now than we were 2 weeks ago. All because she will not pull her weight. She has not been to class in 2 months. How does that even happen? How do you even stay in school at that point? Do you guys get where I'm coming from? Am I way off the reservation? Do you guys understand it? Let's turn the mic down here a little bit more. This way I can just keep talking. There we go. That's better. How does that sound, guys? Better? I think that's better. So, yeah, that's my current life right now. Me and this other guy, we've pretty much sidetracked everything, and we're just trying to get this one project done. We're all very tired. We're all very worn out. You can tell it's the end of the term. Student projects are becoming more and more no cares given kind of work quality. You have that, and yeah, it's just never fun, man. It is never ever that fun. Why? How far can I move this? You know, oh gosh darn it. Okay, you know what? Let's move this here. That does not help. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Sorry, Beam. No one loves you. You're adopted. Speaking of Beam, actually, as many of you know, I've been simulcasting on both twitch.tv and beam.pro. You know, while you try and increase your exposure as a non-partnered streamer, you'd be stupid not to simulcast. You really would be. So we're trying to increase the viewership and all that. And I get the good traction at night. Like, I'll get people popping in around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when there's no quality, when there's no other quality broadcasters on, and people are looking for, like, the all-star of streaming. But I don't get why they don't talk. No viewers on Beam talk. It seems like it's populated by a bunch of mutes. Like, it's so befounding to me that this is what people do. Like, I lurk all the time, and I get lurking. But if you're the only one there, if, you know, it's super late at night, there's nothing wrong with talking to the streamer. Now, I could be very much wrong about this. Like I said, I lurk. I lurk almost all the time. I never talk unless I know the broadcaster. And mainly because if you guys ever actually see, if you're on my friends list on Twitch, you see who I'm watching, and you know that I only watch, like, the super big streamers. Like, people who pull in populations of small cities kind of streamers. So there's also a reason I don't talk there. But every now and then I pop into a channel that's, you know, a few dozen viewers, 5, 6 dozen viewers. And I'll just sit there, I'll chat, I'll talk, I'll see what they're up to. If they're entertaining, then yeah, I'll stay for a while. But it's just, yeah, I don't get it. I just don't get it. And it's so frustrating too, because when you're trying to interact with people, you need to talk. Like, it has to be dynamic. It can't just be a one-sided thing if you're the only other viewer in the channel. If you're the only viewer, then you're very much welcome to not say anything. That's fine. But just know that you could get long stretches of time where there's nothing said because there's just nothing to talk about. And I got this more from doing the talk show than just doing a regular stream, because at least in a regular game stream, you can talk to other people. If you're playing like Overwatch, they have an in-game voice system where you can chat with them. You can just talk to yourself. You can have the game do most of the talking for you and you not say anything if you do a story-based game like Mass Effect. But if you're doing like a talk show, you can talk to yourself or you can sit in silence. Yeah. Boring, isn't it? That was only like 3 seconds, but it felt like an hour because of the dead air. It's just one of those things. This is why people need to talk. And moreover, because I need to increase my Twitch stats for chat activity, which means I need to get more people talking, which means I just need a whole bunch of stupid stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's all a numbers game. At the end of the day, it's all a numbers game, and that's just how the game is played. Now, what the heck is this? Oh, got it. There was a little cool piece of news today. It wasn't really news. It's more like just an announcement, but Beam.pro launched their own Discord server today. If you're part of one of those, I want to go talk to people in a community kind of thing, or I want to feel included, or I'm lonely and alone and I'll never have any friends. If you're any of those kind of people, then yeah, absolutely go join the Discord server for Beam.pro. Lots of people there, tons of people there. So you can just have somebody to talk to. I keep myself in a bunch of Discords just because you never know when it might come in handy. But I still don't really see any tangible benefit from it. If some people are joining these things thinking that they're going to network and that they're going to get popular and people are going to tune in by there, I'm skeptical. I'm definitely skeptical at that point. So yeah, there is that. Now, one of the big pieces of real news, we might as well get into the real news since there's nothing really else to talk about today. As you guys know, on the weekend, Trump tried to pass his healthcare bill. It died before it even hit the ground. almost quite literally. It never even made it to the floor. It got killed at 3:17 p.m. when it was supposed to go on at 3:30 p.m. So it died. Now he's going to try and gut the bureaucracy, which is so slight benefit, I guess. One thing I can't stand in life is bureaucracy. I hate it. Cannot stand it. I find it hinders all kinds of progress and development. So there is no reason to need that much bureaucracy. And as such, I'm looking forward to see what he is going to gut. Am I sad about the job losses that are about to come through? Yeah, I am. But it's a price that has to pay. You have to cut the fat. You have to trim the fat. So, yeah, he's going to try and gut that and then repass it. I still think the bill is garbage. I think it's not going to be as good as Obamacare because he frankly doesn't understand healthcare on any level. Then again, though, neither did Obama, but at least Obama knew enough to know he didn't know enough to surround himself with people who knew enough. If you were able to follow that train of thought, kudos to you. But yeah, that's what made Obamacare better than Trump care. Trump has surrounded himself with old, dingy, white folk who don't know anything about healthcare or the way regular people have to live. And he hasn't made any effort to try and be in touch with these people either. So yeah, there is definitely that. Let me see if she's online. Let's see, where are you at? Are you on? You're not on. Are you on? Huh. Now, let's see here. Boop, 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 boop. Trying to find one of my good articles. Okay, this is interesting. And I mean like actual interesting, not like, oh, whoa, that's really interesting, kind of stupid interesting. I didn't even know this was coming out today, but Apple released a new iPad just on the market today. You guys see here? It is the iPad flat out fun. $329, 9.7-inch screen, 64-bit A9 chip, 10-hour battery life, over 1 million apps, of course, iOS 10, so the newest iOS, 8-megapixel and FaceTime HD cameras, Touch ID sensor, 1 pound, Wi-Fi LTE. And it uses a 2048 by 1536 resolution screen. I believe that's about 2K, 2.5K, something like that. And of course, in Apple fashion, the website looks meticulously well manicured. It's neat. I want to know where this came from. Did anyone know this was coming out? And what is it? What is its major purpose? Is it supposed to be a replacement for the current iPads? Is this supposed to tap into a new market? Like, what is the added benefit of owning this product? But at $329, it's not a bad deal.
Friendship is only worthwhile if you get something from the other person. Food, sex, even consensual sex.
Smoothie Tebow, thank you for that subscription on YouTube, man. Boom, pound it, ba-bow. Thank you, man. Like, what is the purpose of this? Is there any tangible benefit at all to it? Or is it just supposed to be a new marketing hype-up gimmick? There's obviously two versions of it, the iPad and the iPad Pro, as typically you would expect. iPad regular has 9.7-inch Retina display. iPad Pro comes in 9.7 or 12.9-inch display and up to 256 gigs of capacity. Which, you know, give it to Apple. At least they're moving into the 21st century and getting with the program and adding, like, real-size storage. So good on them. And yeah, I'm just super lost. I'm just super lost on what the tangible benefit of this is. The screen resolution on the Pro on the 12.9-inch model is 2732 by 2048. I can see a lot of really cool things about this, but by that same extension, I see a lot of detractions just because it's Apple. Because it's Apple, it's got a very locked out ecosystem. You can't really do much to it or around it. So yeah, I think it's cool. I didn't know it was coming up, but $329 actually sounds like a very reasonable price. But by saying that, I also think I also date myself by saying I don't know what an iPad normally costs because I just don't use them at all. Like, what does an iPad mini cost? An iPad mini, compare models. Here we go. iPad mini is $399, and the iPad 12.9-inch Pro is $1,000. It's $1,000 for a 256 gigabyte model. Wow, that's expensive. Holy crap. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong, and I'm still right. Apple is still wicked expensive, and there is no tangible benefit to buying this thing. Just go get yourself a Surface tablet. Go get yourself a Surface. Go get yourself a Galaxy Tab, a Galaxy Pro. Just do not buy this. Wow, right when I thought they were making headway. Yeah, $329 for the iPad 32 gigabyte model is $329. Everything else from that point forward just skyrockets in price. Oof. Youch. That is that is a painful pill to swallow, folks. Now, if you guys go on Reddit at all, you know that Trump has been very pro or very anti-FCC, very pro your data being sold out kind of thing. That's being further pushed by lawmakers trying to get bigger transparency on cell phone searches and laptops. So they're going to be pushing a lot to get rid of encryptions. And there's just a whole bunch of articles out there saying that it's not right for programs to encrypt data when the government can't get to it. And it makes you wonder, like, when the politicians say this, it's like, are you for real? Like, did you really just say that? It's one of those things that you just kind of scratch your head. It's like, I don't know if you're trolling me or not. It sounds insane. And yeah, like they're actively trying to get rid of encryptions. And oh my god, it hurts my head when I think about it. And you think you got to do this for 4 more years. You have to put up with this type of crap for 4 more years. And what's going to happen when the next guy comes in then? Are we just going to go to war again to put it all back? Because you got to think, if they don't win the House, or if they don't win the Senate floor or whatever it is in the next election, the Republicans don't, then they're just going to go back to war over trying to reinstate all the stuff Trump took out. And yeah, it's just, God, wow. That is, it's something else, man. It is something else. So, yeah, what do you guys want to talk about, though? Always curious to hear what you guys want to say. Let's see here. Oh, this is really interesting. Microsoft is still being sued over damaging Windows 10 upgrades. They just will not let this thing die. They will not come out and admit they've screwed up. They will not come out and just admit that, Windows 10 is a colossal failure. It's what it's always been. It's what it's always gonna be. It's really kind of insane. Like, look at this. Microsoft probably thought the amount of Windows 10 lawsuits it was facing would decrease after it stopped the aggressive upgrade tactics last year, but it seems this isn't the case. The company is now being sued by members of the public who say the US is destroying their data and damaging their PCs. Three Illinois residents are seeking class action status for their lawsuit, which was filed in the Chicago U.S. District Court. It says Microsoft wasn't clear about the potential risks that came with installing Windows 10, and that the operating system is itself defective. The company failed to exercise reasonable care in designing, formulating, and manufacturing Windows 10 upgrade and placing it into the stream of commerce. As a result, the failure to exercise responsible care, the company distributed an operating system that was liable to cause loss of data and damage hardware, claims the complaints. So 3 more people are trying to sue Microsoft. And I think this is good. If Microsoft is not going to learn their lesson about trying to force something down people's throats, then guess what? You won't do it willingly by listening to us. You will do it mandatorily by the courts. And I guarantee you, if these people sue and they get enough money from there, guess what? Microsoft will learn on Windows 11. I know everyone's saying, oh, Windows 10 is... Oh, hang on. Oh, wait, I got this. Hang on. I know everyone is saying,
oh, but Windows 10 is the last Windows. Oh, you don't know anything. Oh, there's not going to be a Windows 11.
Guess what? You get sued for a few $1 billion, like a few thousand times. You're going to make Windows 11. You're going to strip all of it out. You're going to make sure all that telemetry is not there on the next iteration of Windows. This was a gigantic clustered train wreck of a system, and I wish to God they learned their lesson sooner rather than later. But yeah, in an email to the register, Microsoft said Windows 10 free upgrade program was a choice designed to help people take advantage of the most secure and most productive Windows. Consumers had the option to not upgrade to Windows 10. In what universe? I demand to know. What universe did you say that you did not have to upgrade? Your upgrade policy was so intrusive, it showed up in a weathercast on public TV. It was that intrusive. You can actually Google it. There's a weathercast where the green screen like errors out because it's trying to upgrade to Windows 10. No, you didn't give an option. You tried to cram it down the throats, and people like me, people like Barnacles, people like Jay's 2 Cents, we fought it every step of the way, and we're still fighting it to make sure that you don't get onto our PCs. Microsoft is not learning their lesson. It's getting actually pretty annoying, and I hope to God they lose this lawsuit so that way no one will have to go through what we went through. It's so irritating, and I cannot believe a company can be this out of touch to learn that it screwed up, just admit you did some wrong, apologize to us, and we'll let it go. Don't double down. You're not Donald Trump. It's not going to work. It doesn't work for him. It's not going to work for you, and you're not me. You can't pull it off. Hey, what's up, Winter? How you doing? Good to see you again. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? This type of thing just really annoys me, but I'm glad to see that these people are filing for a class action suit. I'm hoping they're going to get it. I'm sure they're going to. And yeah, we'll see what comes from this lawsuit. We'll see what's going to come from it. Here, I need to laugh a little bit. Enjoy this.
Thank you, Penelope. Hey, it's 4:30. Grab that gold bond and powder my speed bag. There's the tingle.
Thank you, Carter Pewterschmidt. Way to make me feel better. Hashtag rage. I know, right? Hashtag rage. You work in IT. You can appreciate the crap that's Windows 10. By the way, I'm in Discord if you want to join me. But yeah, there is that. Of course, they're going to use the precedents that was set by the lawsuit in California for that, with the lady won $10,000 for the unwanted upgrade that she got from it. Now, a few months ago, maybe a month ago. I'll join you tomorrow, but yeah, that's fine. A few months ago, maybe a month ago, I talked about a story that we saw just floating around the internet of the Galaxy Note 7. You know, that one that caught fire, was a potential bomb threat. They had to like patch a firmware. They'd send a firmware patch out that would stop the battery from charging because people would not return their phone because they liked it too much. That phone from Samsung. We touched on a story that said there was a potential, and when they say potential, it was already in production, of selling the Note 7 again as a refurbed phone. For those of you that don't know what a refurb is, refurb means refurbished, and it means that the phone had a flaw, they fixed the flaw, and they sent it back out for sale. effectively, it's a way a company can double dip on the same item, make a profit twice on the same item with the refurbished. It's actually it's the secondhand market, except the company controls it, not anyone else. It's a brilliant idea, brilliant. And yeah, they're gonna come and sell refurbished units of the Galaxy Note S7 with a smaller battery inside of it. I think it's like 3250 milliamp hours instead of 3500. It's a very small deduction in battery power, but they're gonna get to effectively recapture that entire market share that they lost earlier. Now, there's no price on it, on how much the refurb is gonna cost, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Actually, I kind of want a Note 7. The Note phones are like the gigantic phones. They're like this, and for scale, this is an HTC One Max. It's 6 inches across, ladies. And this is an Asus Zenfone 2. You can see that there is a significant difference in size, right? This is 5.5 inches. This is 6 inches. 5, 6, 5, 6. So when they're going to sell the Note 7, I've been looking for a new big phablet phone. And yeah, I'm glad to see I'm finally gonna get what I want. And hopefully they'll sell it in like the $300 range, just try and recoup whatever money they can. I would be pretty shocked if they really had the testicular fortitude to go forth and try and sell it at retail price again. A refurbed phone for $800. I'd be very shocked if they did it, but in all honesty, wouldn't be that surprised. But we'll wait to see how that goes. But yeah, keep an eye out. If you guys are ever looking for a new phone, well, there you go. Like, it's coming. Elon Musk launched Neuralink, a venture to merge human brain with AI. I'm going to touch on this tomorrow because I want to read about it. And I don't know too much. And the last story of today is one that popped up yesterday. And that is, oh my gosh, I need more monitors. I don't have enough monitors. GameStop is shutting down 150 stores. Now, when I heard about this story yesterday, it was 250, but now it's 150 stores. It's game over for at least 150 GameStop stores. The retailer announced that it's shutting down 2 to 3% of the 7,500 stores across the globe after sales and earnings plummeted last year. According to the Wall Street Journal, the company was affected by the shift to digital downloads. More and more people now prefer installing games straight from their consoles online instead of buying physical copies. The GameStop sales dropped 14% in 2016, and it did especially bad this past holiday season when its sales dipped 19%. As a result, its fourth quarter profits fell 16% and the shares went down 12%. Okay, that's a lot of business talk. That is actually an enormous amount of business talk for what was essentially a paragraph. But what that means is they lost a lot of money. When you are GameStop, you are pulling in value in the billions. So when you lose 19%, even if you say they make $1 billion, okay? Let's keep the math nice and simple. 1 billion. 10% of 1 billion is 100 million. So that would effectively mean 19%, call it 20. They lost $200 million last quarter. 200 million. But a company, that's enough for a company to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Large amount of money. So yeah, I can see why they're shutting down 2 to 3% of their stores, because people are moving away. But what I think is also a bigger issue about this is the fact that if you ever have bought a new or recent game on a physical disc, you know that the game is actually not on there. I don't even know why. There was a game that came out, maybe it was Destiny, maybe it was a Assassin's Creed game. One of them or maybe it was Overwatch, I don't know. But you bought one of the games, okay? And it wasn't actually on the disc. All it had was an installer to go online and go get the game. So why you paid the money for the physical copy when there's literally nothing on the disc except an installer, I don't know, but people were pretty mad about it. And that's just how it is. Online gaming is just easier as a company to do. It's just a better way to do things. You have to pay less overhead, less printing, more profit, less cost. It's not a shock that people prefer digital downloads and that companies prefer digital downloads. They make more money in the end, and they don't have to make the cut or even go beg GameStop to carry their game. In fact, GameStop has having to go to them and get those exclusive offers just to try and push more sales. Watch Dogs 2, great example of that. So yeah, it's not surprising. It's a little sad that once again more people are going to lose their jobs, but it is what it is, and that's just the way it is. Remember, as always, guys, the business of business is business. That's the world that you live in right now. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys like 2 minutes to talk or say something before we wrap the show up. If you have any questions you want to state, by all means, throw them in the chat channel. Just like Philip and Franco, would love to know what you guys think. Why am I not leveling up on Beam? Very, very frustrating. I should be leveling up. I'll have to put through. I just realized I've not leveled up on Beam in like 3 months. And I know it's stupid, but still, I should have been level 100 by now. That's really annoying. But yeah, let's see. You guys got anything you want to say? If not, we're going to go do some, maybe we'll go do some Smite. Enjoy the birthday weekend while we can. If you played yesterday, if you got 3 victories of the day, you would have received 90 gems, which is their real in-game currency. That's pretty neat. But other than that, I don't think we have anything left to say. So, guys, remember, this has been the Daily Chat Season 2, Episode 62 for March the 28th, 2017. If you haven't already, if you're watching on Twitch TV, hit that follow button. If you're watching on Beam TV, hit that follow button. It should be right up there. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I have been Rex. This has been the Daily Chat, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Bye.